We will try to draw this using the concepts what we have understood in the previous lectures. Okay, so I would give the step-by-step approach of how to do this and what are the steps in the sequential parts. So we will have to follow the step one by one, and then we will ultimately reach towards the final outcome, that is the profile of the cam. Okay, so please be patient, and if you have doubt in any of this step, please ask there only. Okay, I would repeat everything again, but still if you're having the doubt, please feel free to ask. Okay, so the two type of motions of follower that we have are, first is the constant velocity, second one is the simple harmonic motion. The simple harmonic motion, it is also called as a SHM. Clear? So the question would be framed to you, and the question would be telling which type of motion the follower is having. It can be constant velocity or uniform velocity. You can also call it as uniform velocity, and it can be a simple harmonic motion or SHM. Clear? Now, why are these two things important? Because these type of problems are encountered, the first step that we should do is we should always create a displacement diagram. Okay, now what do we mean by the displacement diagram is this diagram here, it is called as a displacement diagram. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so if we are able to draw the displacement diagram perfectly, then maximum of our work is done. We just need to follow the 3 steps and the cam profile is created. So the logic that is behind creating of this displacement diagram is very important, and this has to be understood very thoroughly. Correct? So I would be explaining how to draw the displacement diagram for uniform velocity as well as for the simple harmonic motion today. Correct? So let us try to take this thing with a suitable example. So I would be solving a numerical with in front of you, and I would be drawing all the things, and we would be covering the step-by-step approach in this. Correct? So let us see what the question says and how it is done. So we have a question in front of us that says, I hope everybody can read the question, right?
Yes, sir.
So the
Yes, sir.
question says to me, a cam is to give the following motion to a knife edge follower. Okay, so the follower that is given to me here, it is a knife edge follower. Correct? So knife edge follower is the follower, that is the first step. Now the data that is given to me is outstroke during 60° of cam rotation is, outstroke is for the 60 degrees of the cam rotation. Outstroke means the stroke in which the follower is rising. Okay, it is also called as the outstroke. Correct? Now dwell is for the next 30° of the cam rotation. So initially 60 degrees, the follower will rise, and for the next 30° rotation after 60°, the follower would be dwell, that is it would be stationary. Okay, then for the next 60°, it would be a return stroke. Return stroke means the follower which is at the topmost position, now it would return back to the initial position for the next 60° of cam rotation. Okay, now 60 plus 30 plus 60, how much it is? 60 plus 30 plus 60, how much it is?
150, sir.
150. Okay, and what is the total
150,
angle? And what is the total angle that the cam can rotate? It is 360 degrees. So
360.
150 degree are known to you. How much are left then? 360.
210.
210 is left. Correct. So the question says you the remaining 210° are again dwell position for the cam. Dwell position means now the follower will rest at the lowest position for 210 degrees. Okay, now this is the data given to you. So what I have inferred from the question is the follower that is given to me is a knife edge follower. Yes or no? Yeah, it is a knife edge follower. Now for the 60° initial rotation, the follower will rise, that is called as the outstroke. For the next 30° after 60 degrees, the follower would be dwell, that is it would be stationary at the topmost position, and during the next 60° again the follower will come down to the lowest position. The next 210 degrees are again at the position that is called as dwelling would be there for 210 degrees. Okay, now the question says the stroke of the follower is 40 mm. Okay, now what do you understand by stroke of a follower? Okay, we have studied this thing in the IC engines also. What is the stroke called in IC engines? The distance between the top dead center and the bottom dead center. Correct. That is, yeah,
Yes, sir.
that is the maximum travel that the piston can make. It is called as the stroke. Similarly, stroke in follower means the maximum distance that the follower can travel. That is 0 to 40 mm. 40 mm is the maximum lift or the maximum distance the follower can be lifted. Okay. And the question says the minimum radius of the cam is 50 mm. Okay. Now what is called as the minimum radius? Whenever this term is used, you should always take in the term of that base circle radius is given to you, because minimum radius of the cam is also called as the base circle radius. Okay, so base circle is given to you as 50 mm. Any doubt in this to anyone?
No, sir.
Okay,
No,
now the question says the follower moves with a uniform velocity. The condition is given to us as uniform velocity. Please don't do the question with a simple harmonic motion equation. No, the equation, the condition that is given to us here in the question is uniform velocity. Okay, and during the outstroke and return stroke. Now it is saying draw the profile of the cam when the, that is two part it is asking. A part is the axis of the follower passes through the axis of camshaft. Okay, now if the axis of follower passes through the axis of camshaft, how much is the offset? Anybody can tell me? If both the axes are passing from the same point, they are coincident, then what should be the offset in this case?
0.
0. Correct.
0, sir.
So the offset is 0. That is first case. The question is asking us to draw a cam profile when the offset is 0. And the second case, it is asking us to draw the cam profile when the offset is how much? 20 mm. Correct. So we would try to do A part first, and then we would draw the B part. Okay, question is understood, right? Perfect. Now, how to do this type of question? Always I told, whenever this approach is taken, we should always draw a displacement curve. So the first step that we should do always is we have to draw a displacement curve. Okay, if suppose displacement curve is not drawn, you will not be able to draw the cam profile. It will be completely wrong. Okay, so always we'll move with the concept is we always have to draw the displacement curve initially. First thing that we should do is we should always draw a displacement curve. Now, how to draw the displacement curve? Please see here, all of you. Okay, so the thing that is given to me in the question is outstroke is 60 degree, dwell is next 30 degree, turn is 60 degree, and again 210 is dwell. The stroke is given as 40 mm, base circle radius is given as 50 mm. Now, how to draw the displacement curve? Okay, so first we will draw a vertical line, that is this line, equal to the stroke of the follower. So how much is the stroke of follower? It is 40 mm. So this line should be how much? This line should be equal to 40 mm. Correct. It should be equal to 40 mm, or you can draw it as 4 centimeters in your scale. So first thing that you should do is you should draw the vertical line of 40 mm. Understood? This is done, right? I am also writing the steps here. First step is to draw a vertical line of 40 mm. Okay, so after drawing this line, the second step which I would do here is I would make a vertical line equal to 360 degree, because the total movement for the cam is 360 degree. So you can take this line equals to your 15 centimeters scale, because that would be equal to your complete length of the scale. Okay, so then you will draw a line. I'm just naming the line here as A, B, and this I am naming here as C. Correct. So this line which you have drawn, it is AC. Perfect. Now, second step that you should do is draw a line AB equals to 15 centimeters. Correct. This is my second step. Any doubt in this understanding? So first thing that I should do, I should draw a line AC equals to 40 mm. Why I have drawn it as only 40 mm? Because my stroke of follower is given to me as how much? 40 mm. Correct. If suppose the stroke of follower was given to me 30 mm, then the length of this line should be how much? Please tell me.
What, sir?
If the stroke in the question is given to me as 30 mm,
30, sir.
30 mm,
30, 30.
then how much? Then it should be 30 mm. Perfect. And
30.
AB you have to draw it as 15 centimeters. That is the length of your complete scale. Okay. Now please see the next step. The next step.
Sir, why 15, sir?
I will tell you why 15, because you can draw it beyond, but we only have 150 degrees with us, right? In the question.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Dwell only. So dwell means nothing is there beyond this side. You cannot draw a line 36 centimeters completely on the sheet, right? So we are only drawing.
Okay, sir. How much our angle is
Angle
there?
is
So
there,
much
yeah.
we can draw.
That much centimeters you draw. Okay. Why it is
Okay.
important, I would tell you step by step. So this thing is clear, right? Now the next step which you should do is, the question says 60-degree outstroke. 60-degree outstroke means you will draw 6 centimeters. You will measure the 6 centimeters and you will draw a line here like this. Okay. And we will mark the 6 divisions on the scale, each of 1 centimeters. Understood, right? What I have done, I have taken a line. Let us name this point as D point. Okay, so I am naming this point as D point. So what I have done, I have taken AD line equals to 6 centimeters and I have divided it as 1 centimeter each, and I have drawn a line DE. Okay, I have drawn a line DE that is parallel to AC, and it would be equal to 40 mm, because this is actually a rectangle. Correct. So the next thing that I have done, draw a line AD equals to 6 centimeters. Now, why have I only taken it as 6 centimeters? Because stroke is given to me as 60 degrees in the question. If suppose the outstroke was given to me as 70 degrees, then I would have taken it as 7 centimeters. Correct. So whatever degrees is given, you can have that particular divisions into the scale, because we have taken the total 150 degrees as 15 centimeters. Any doubt in this, guys? Sahan, have you got it?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Okay. So each division would be 1 centimeter in this case. Now this we have done. Now the next thing that is given in the question is, for the next 30 degrees, we have a dwell. Okay. So what I would do, again, I would create D from the next point, and that would be equal to how much? 3 centimeters, because it is given 30 degrees from here. Okay. So let us try to make this line here and name this line as G. So you have to draw a line GH now, which is having 3 divisions. 3 division means 30 degree means 3 divisions. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now again the question says, is it clear till here, right? Sahan, is it clear? Nishchal?
Yes, sir. It is clear.
It's clear, sir.
Perfect. Now the question says, for the next 60 degrees, there is a return. Return means the follower is coming from the topmost position to the lower position. So it is given as 60 degrees. 60 degree means, again, you will make the 6 divisions of 1 centimeter. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So from here again we'll make a line. And this we would name as M and N. Okay, correct. We'll name it as M and N. Okay, so each division now we have drawn, and rest 210 degrees, it is a dual part. So no need to measure into this thing. It is only the dual part. So we don't need to measure this thing. Now, once you have done with this part, we have plotted the outstroke, dwell, and the return stroke on the displacement curve. But have we got the displacement of follower yet? No, we have not got the displacement of follower yet. So what we should do now, what is the next step now? The next step here is, let us try to name, after this, draw AD. Then we have to draw DG line of 3 centimeter, comma, GM line of 6 centimeter again. So this we have done. After this, the thing that comes to us is, we have to divide line AC in 6 equal parts. Okay, so the next point that comes to us is, we have to divide the line AC in 6 equal parts. Is it clear till here to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have to divide the line AC into 6 equal parts. So where is the AC line to us? AC line. Okay, now AC line is given to us as how much? It is given as 40 mm to me. So 40 mm, if I have to divide by 6, that is 40 divided by 6 you have to do. And you have to plot each slots here on the AC line, 6 equal parts. So this is first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Okay, is it clear to all? Right, we have to divide AC line into 6 equal parts. So 40 divided by 6, and from the scale we can measure it, the equal divisions of the equal division of 6.66 mm. Okay, so from the scale you can measure it. Now once this is done, we have to just join these lines to the end parts. Okay, so how to join? So first point would be joined with the first line. So this is the first line. This is the first line here, and this is the first line. So we get a point. Understood what I am doing? Please see on the screen. We have to just join this first point to this first point. Okay, I would just name the points here. 1, 2, 3, and so on we have to do, correct? So we just need to join these points. Now second point, it would be meshing with the second point here. Third point, it would be meshing with the third point here. Fourth point on AC line, it would be meshing with the fourth point here. Fifth point on this meshing line, it would be meshing with the fifth point here. Okay, now we just need to join these intersection points. Okay, so I am trying to join these intersection points, and we will see which type of curve we obtain. So initially we start with A, then I'm joining all the points, and then I reach E. Okay, is it clear what I have done to all of you? I have just joining the intersection points, and I would join A to E. Okay, is it understood what I have done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Sahan, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so can you see that the green line is actually moving in the forward direction? That is, the follower is lifting upwards. Okay, the follower is moving upwards, and the maximum distance that the follower has moved is how much? 40 mm. Clear? It is 40 mm because the stroke was given to me as how much? 40 mm. Correct. Now the question says for next 30 degree it is dwell. Dwell means the follower will remain at 40 mm distance. Follower will remain at 40 mm distance. Okay. Now what I have to do is, in the return stroke, the follower will come from the topmost position to the downward direction. That is from the topmost position to the bottom direction. Okay, so the bottommost point. So what I have to do now is, again, I would join the points. So I would increase the length here. This point I have to draw with this point. So one point again I have got. Now second point I have to join with this. With this point. Okay, I have again got a point. Then third point I have to join with this point. Fourth point I have to join with this point. This one dash point I need to join with the last point. And now I would be joining all the points here. Starting from H. So this is the blue line will tell me the return stroke. Okay, is it clear to all? This is what we need to do. Once we have done with this part, then the displacement curve is made. Is it clear to all what we have done? Step by step.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Clear now? So again, I would repeat what I have done is, first I would draw a vertical line. First, I would draw a vertical line of 40 mm, that is AC. So AC I have drawn. Okay, so I would draw it in the rough pattern. AC I have drawn 40 mm, and I have drawn a line 15 mm in horizontal direction. Clear? Then I would be dividing this line. First, I would draw AD, that is at 6 centimeters. Then I would draw DG, that is 3 centimeters. Then I would draw GM, that is again 6 centimeters. So total of it would be 15 centimeters to you. Okay. Now what you need to do, once the parts are divided in 6 equal parts, you need to divide line AC into 6 equal parts again. So if line AC is divided into 6 equal parts, then you need to join the points. That is first to the first point, second to the second point, third to the third point, and then you will achieve the constant velocity curve as how much? As a straight line moving forward, then dwell, and then a straight line moving downwards. Okay, so this is what you would achieve. Any doubt in this to anyone, please ask. This is the displacement curve for uniform velocity. Any doubt? Sashwat, Nishchal, Sahan, please tell me.
No doubt, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear, right?
It's clear, sir.
Clear now? Okay. Now
Yes,
I'm again going towards the problem part. So let us see how it is done. So we have also achieved the diagram just like this. Can you see the diagram on the screen? The actual diagram is like this, and the one that we have drawn, is this one. So it looks very much similar to the actual diagram, and this is what we have to draw. Understood, right? Any doubt in this? Correct. So can I remove this part and go on for creating the cam profile now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm removing this part. Okay. So once this diagram is done to us, then we will go on for creating the cam profile. Okay. Now, how to create the cam profile? We are given with a basic equation in the question, that is the base circle radius is given to us as how much? 50 mm. So base circle radius is the minimum radius for the cam. So a first point that we should do is we will create a circle of radius 50 mm, or you can create it for 5 centimeters radius. Okay, so I'm just doing it here. Okay, so this I would draw it for 5 centimeter radius. So let's write this thing here. 5 centimeter radius circle. So what is the name of this circle? Is it base circle or it is a prime circle? Please tell me fast. Base circle.
Base circle.
So it is a base circle. So that is why base circle has to be understood. Perfect. Okay. So after base circle is drawn, I would draw a center point for the base circle. And how much is the offset given to me in the question? Please tell me. First case, the offset is 0. No, that is stroke. Stroke is 40. The offset is 0. Okay, offset 0 means the knife edge follower, it is somewhere here.
Same line.
Okay, it is somewhere here with me. So let us try to make the knife edge follower here. And this is the center line for the knife edge follower. And this is also the center line for our cam. Okay. The initial position. Perfect. So once we have drawn with this thing, now we would go to the data that is given to us. The data says initial 60 degrees, it is outstroke. So what you would do, you would make this line and this angle as how much? 60 degree first. So initially you will create this angle as how much? 60 degrees here. So this would be equal to your 60 degrees. Understood what I have done, guys? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. No. So first I would draw 60 degree here. Then from this point you would keep your protector and you would draw 30 degree angle here. So this angle here, it is how much? 30 degrees. Okay. And from this point again, the angle that would come here, it would be 60 degree because it is again the outstroke and it is equal to 60 degrees. Any doubt in this? Initially, I will make outstroke for 60 degree. Then after that, let me name this point. This is R. This is P. This is T. Okay. So TR, you have to make 60 degrees from the protector. Now keeping on this OR line, you have to make 30 degrees. That is for dwell. And once dwell is done, then again next 60 degrees, you will be making it for the return stroke. I hope this is clear to all. Correct, no? Shashwat, is it clear?
Yes, sir, it's clear. Sir, can you repeat it once again, sir?
Yeah, I would.
Sir, can you repeat that once again? 60 degree one.
Yeah, I am doing it. I am doing it again. Please follow here. So let me rub all these things. Correct. So the question says me the outstroke, that is for 60 degree movement of cam, the follower will move to the topmost point. Okay. So what I am doing here is from this point, because initially I will take this as 0 degrees. Okay. Let me take it for different color. Okay. 0 degrees. I would draw a line here at 60 degrees. Correct. So this angle here, it would be
60 degrees.
60 degrees. Any doubt till here? It would be 60 degrees.
No, sir.
Correct. Because it is given 60 degrees in the question. Now the question says for the next 30 degree, please see here at the top on the white screen, for the next 30 degrees, it is a dual. So next 30 degree I have to draw. So I will keep my protector on this line. This point I have marked it as R point. I would keep my protector here and then I would draw a line at 30 degree from here. So this angle would be how much? This angle now it would be 30 degrees. Okay, Sahan, got it till here, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this point I would name here as M point. Perfect. Then what is the question saying to me? Sahan, tell me, how much is the return stroke? Return, it is mentioned here.
60 degrees, sir.
Return it's
60
60 degree.
60 degree.
It should be
60 degree,
yeah.
right? Yeah. So on the
Yes, sir.
this M line, again, you will from M line, you will create a line from here. And this angle, it should also be 60 degrees now. Okay. So this angle here, it is how much? 60
got it, sir.
degrees. Got it? Any
Got
doubt?
it, sir.
Got it? No?
No, sir.
Perfect. So I am removing this thing because it will create a hodgepodge now. So now this thing is understood, right?
Yes, sir.
Perfect, perfect, guys, perfect. Now what you need to do, once we are making this thing, no, here this angle is 60 degrees. So what you will do, you will mark the points. How many divisions we have done here in the displacement curve? We have done 6 divisions. Okay, you can see 6 divisions. So on this arc,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5, 6. 5, 6 total divisions we have done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the AD line, correct? 5
right,
points
sir.
and divisions we have. So on this initial arc, let us name this as point R. Again, we would make a division of 10 degrees because this is 60 degrees, right? So you will make a
You can
division.
make a 60 degree.
Yeah, you will make a division on
10.
every 10 degrees. So you'll get 6 divisions. Correct. So you will get here small 6 divisions. 2, 3. Understood. Similarly, on this line, we are not doing anything because dual we don't have any of the divisions. And on the return 60 degree, again, you will mark the division on every 10 degrees. Okay, Sahan, is it understood what we have done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so on the return as well as for the outstroke, we have marked the same number of divisions what we have done on the displacement curve. Here also we have marked 6 divisions, and line GM also we have marked as 6 divisions. So same divisions are to be marked on the circle, correct? Now what you have to do is, and what is the importance of this term, we call it as displacement curve, is you have to measure this. You have to measure this length now. Okay, you have to measure this length. So first length we would measure and we would draw a line here. So let us draw that line with green color now. So first this line is my first line. So I would measure this line and I would draw this line on the first point. So this line is like this. Now second line is bigger than the first line. So this also I would measure and I would draw it from the second division. So it would be like this. Third line, I would measure and I would draw with the third division. So it would be like this. Similarly, I would trace all the points, fifth line, and finally the sixth line. Understood this thing, guys? What I have done? Sahan, have you got what we have done?
Understood, sir.
Sahan,
Yes,
understood,
sir.
huh? Okay, what I have done, I would measure the length of
First,
the
you have
line.
done 6 division. Then similarly, you have taken that what you have done in that previous diagram lines.
Exactly same length of the line. Okay, so that we have drawn from first division, second, and all the nice division. I don't have any of the division in the dual because my cam is like this only. Now again, this is the line. So I would measure this line and I would draw it from the first division here. for the return stroke. So it would be a bigger line. Then next line, it is a smaller line. So I would draw this line of same length in the second day. Then similarly third, similarly fourth, and similarly fifth. Okay, this thing I would draw. Is it understood to all guys? What I have done? Initially, I divided
Yes, sir.
the parts. Then I will draw a straight line that is equal to the lines that we have drawn in the displacement curve. Okay, that is why a displacement curve is very essential whenever we are drawing the design of CAM. If you have drawn the displacement curve wrong, then the actual profile of CAM would surely be wrong. Okay, because we are taking a wrong distance and then we are plotting the points. Is it clear to all till here? Sashwat,
Yes, sir, it is clear.
Sahan, clear now?
Clear, sir. Clear.
Yes,
Clear.
sir.
So now what I would do, if we have done with this part, the only thing I should do is I should join these points. So this is my first point. This is my second. Only the end points need to be joined. Okay, now from this point to this point, you have to come like this. And you have to join the topmost point of all these things. And we will make this complete thing as the pink curve. So the pink color curve is actually your CAM profile now. Okay, so this is my CAM profile. Okay, in pink color.
That's all, sir.
Yes, that's all. This is
Yeah,
one
that's it.
case. This
Easy.
is one case, correct? Then second case comes for the offset. So first case we will do, and second case we would try to do it tomorrow because same thing has to be done. Correct? Any doubt in
Sir,
this?
then in that diagram you had concentric circles. Sir, what was that?
No, in that diagram, concentric circle means it is for that offset point. I'm not having
Oh.
concentric circle for this thing. Okay, so this is what
Okay,
we
sir.
have done, and see what solution tells us. We will see how we have done for this part, and we'll have this step-by-step interaction with this. Now see here. Okay, so first what I've done in the question is, I have 60 degrees here. Can you see 60 degrees line here?
Yes, sir.
That was the first step. Then from this line, I have created 30 degree again.
30 degree.
Okay, 30 degree again.
From
And
that
here
again
now I have
60.
done again 60 degree. After that, I have divided into 6 equal parts. So 1,
6 parts.
2,
2,
3, 4, 5, and 6 equal parts.
6.
Okay, now
Yes,
this
sir.
length would be equal to the displacement curve length. First point,
Yes, sir. First curve.
second point, third
Third.
point.
Fourth point.
Similarly, I am drawing all the points, right?
Yes, sir.
Third
Yes,
curve,
sir.
this is fourth, this is fifth. So we get the end points.
Fifth and sixth.
Ultimately, we will draw the CAM profile by joining all the endpoints. Now, please ensure you will make a mistake. Once the dwell zone is given, no, please don't divide the dwell zone. You see, no division is done in the dwell zone. Can you see any of the divisions done in the dwell zone? No, it is
No,
not
sir.
done.
No division.
So this type of mistakes would be done in the exams. Please avoid such kind of mistakes because this is against the concepts.
Yes.
Dwell means it will be at a stagnate, it will be resting there, it will not move. Correct. Now next point, biggest point here, again this you will divide this into 6 equal parts, and these points you would take from the displacement curves. Okay, Sahan, this is what we have taken from the displacement curves.
Yes, sir.
So that is why displacement.
Sir, what you said about 12 point something, I couldn't hear that.
No, I'm just saying that whenever the dwell is done, dwelling is given in the question. Suppose 30 degree dwell is given. So please don't divide those 30 degrees into the equal parts. Okay.
Yeah.
Please see here.
Okay.
Please see here. This is the dwell zone, right? Where I have marked the base. This is the dwell zone where I'm moving. So dwell zone has got no divisions. Okay. Why it has not got any division is because at the dwell, as per the concept, what happens at the dwell? Dwell means the follower is moving or it is resting. Sahan, tell me.
Resting.
Resting, sir.
Resting, sir.
Resting means it is not moving.
Resting.
Once it is not
Moving.
moving, there is no point of creating the divisions here. It is not moving means it is there at the topmost position resting for 30-degree movement of the cam. So if the follower is placed here, straight part it will come. So the follower would be there for 30 degrees. Okay. So next, then what I have told is for the return stroke, again, you have to make the 6 divisions and then you will create the line equal to the displacement curve distance. After the thing is done, you just need to join all the points. You just need to join all the points and you can see this thing on the pink curve here. So this pink curve will give you the cam profile. Okay. And this is what we have done in our part on the white screen. Again, I'm moving for the white screen and this is what we have done. Okay. We have got this thing. Any doubt in this, please
Yes, sir.
ask.
No, sir.
No,
No,
is
sir,
it
it's
No
understood?
doubt
Is
so far.
it is understood, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
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 Perfect then. So next case, it says us that we need to draw a 20 mm offset. Okay, so 20 mm offset, how it is done? Can I rub this thing now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Displacement curve is known to us, no? Because I would be drawing a bigger curve now for the displacement thing. Okay, so I'm just thing now because we have understood this thing, and I would just do a separate part, and that would always be followed whenever you are having the offset conditions. Okay, so please follow step by step. I'm rubbing all the things. Okay. So how much offset is given to me in the question? Let me see.
20.
20 mm is given, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So A part we have done. Now second part says you have to draw a cam profile when the axis of follower is offset by 20 mm from the axis of camshaft. Correct. Now 20 mm offset is given to me. So whenever this type of problem is there, we have a separate procedure for this thing. So you need to see what is done. So first what I would do, I would create a base circle of how much? 50 mm radius. 50 mm means 5 centimeter radius. So same thing I would do here also. This I would create it. Okay, I need to create a bigger one now. Yeah. So I would create a base circle of 5 centimeter radius first. Correct. So I'm just writing it here. So first thing that I need to do is I would create a circle of 5 centimeter radius. Okay. Then second point question says me that my knife edge follower, it is 20 mm offset. So second thing you should do is you need to create a concentric circle here that is having radius equals to how much? 20 mm, or it should be a circle of radius how much? 2 centimeters. Circle of radius 2 centimeter. So that has to be done. So let us mark the center point for this. So this is my center point now, and I would draw a circle of 2 centimeter radius from this. Is it clear to all, right? Correct now, guys? So this is what I would do. Now where is the position of my follower now. So this is the line, and my follower is placed somewhere offset of 20 mm from here. So this is where my follower or the knife edge follower is placed. Okay, so this distance from the center line of my cam, this distance is how
Is
much?
20 mm.
That is 20 mm, because the radius of this circle is this much only. So it is equals to 20 mm. Correct. So we are moving with the question and we are moving with the concept now. The second thing now what we have to do is, again the same counterparts will act. That is, we have to divide the circle into the 60-degree out return stroke, then 30 degrees dwell, then again 60 degrees of return. Correct. So what I would do is, now I would place a line here, and I would divide this into 60 degrees. Correct. Now after that, again 30 degrees, then again 60 degrees. Okay, I'm not marking it because this thing we have done in the previous question. So I hope this thing is understood, right? Sahan, is it understood? This is 60 degree, this is 30 degrees,
Yes, sir.
and this is again 60 degrees to me. Correct. Now what was the next step that I did after this is, I was dividing my return and the outstroke into 6 equal divisions. Okay, so from the divisions you can divide it here easily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear to all? This is the same thing which I did in the previous question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now what was the step that I did apart from this? What I did after this?
Then you drew line.
Measure, sir.
No, first,
That
yeah,
lines.
you can draw the lines or you can measure. But here is a difference between what you have to do is, now you have to draw a line that is tangent from the inner circle. That is tangent from the inner circle. I'm just writing it for the reference. We have to draw lines which is tangent to the inner circle. Inner circle means the circle that we have drawn having radius of 20 mm. Okay, so this we have to do, and this we have to join with the other parts. So now this is what I'm doing. How I would join the line here is, okay, so from this point I would draw a tangent like this. Correct. From this point I would draw a tangent like this. Understood, guys, right? From this point,
Yes, sir.
I would draw a tangent like this.
Sir, everything should meet at the same point, sir.
No, it should be tangent. They're not meeting at same point. See, it's
Okay,
just the
okay.
tangent to the inside circle.
Smaller circle.
Yeah, it's just the tangent to the inner circle. Correct. Similarly, these points also we would draw the tangent to the inner circle. So this point, Correct. So any doubt in this? Sahan, is it understood?
Yes, sir.
It's
Yes, sir.
understood, right? It's understood, right?
Yes.
Correct. So this is the only difference from a zero offset, and whenever you have a offset, whenever you have a zero offset, directly you would draw the lines from the divisions equal to the length of displacement curve. But whenever you have offset, the lines should always be the tangent to the inner circle, right? So once you draw the tangents, you have divided the parts and you draw a tangent line here. Understood, right? Till here, no doubt. Now what we have to draw is, again I'm writing, now draw the lines equal to the length of lines in
Displacement curve.
displacement curve. Okay, this is what we have to do. Correct. So now what we'll draw, and now I would just remove this thing because we'll have to draw the lines here. Correct. Okay. So from this point on this particular line, you have to draw, okay, on same lines. So first, in the direction of same lines, second, third, fourth, and fifth. So these will be equal to the length of displacement curve lines. Similarly, in this thing, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to join these points to the outer circle parts. So we'll take a different color now.
Pink only will take, sir.
Pink only will take. Good. So joining the outer parts. From this point, this point, this point, this point, and this point. Correct. So this profile is the main profile that we got once we are making the offset things. Correct. And let us try to see with the real diagram how it looks. Okay. So this is what you have done. Okay. So we will make the tangent from these lines. You can see the blue lines here, which are tangent to the initial lines. Sahan, can you see that? Okay, these red color now,
Yes, sir.
blue color lines, they are tangent to the inner circle. You can see they don't meet at a single point. Okay, they don't meet at a single point. Correct. Similarly, on these 6 divisions, again you have these lines, and whenever you are drawing the extra lines equal to the displacement curve, line should be the extension of the tangent lines. Okay, please don't draw a line like this, the one which I am drawing. Okay, this again, it is a mistake. You always have to draw the length of displacement curve lines in the same direction of the tangent lines. Can you see they are in the same direction? They are just the elongation of those lines. Okay, so this is how the cam profile is drawn. So this is the second case that we have done. Now please, if you have any doubt, please tell me, guys. If you have any doubt, please tell me in both the cases, because the same thing we
No
will
doubt, sir.
the same thing we
It
would
seems
yeah.
easy.
Okay, then the recording is there. We'll upload the same. If you have any doubt, you can ask. But we'll have to practice
Yes,
this
sir.
thing
Yes,
now. From on tomorrow, we are not having the class, and Thursday we'll have the class. So Thursday, please be seated with protectors and scales. So we would draw the same thing, and we would try to
Okay,
draw
sir.
it, we will try to draw it a bit fast. Okay, because we should not consume a lot of time. And important thing is the same
Okay,
type
sir.
of profile. It comes in the engineering services conventional paper and your UPSC civil services paper if you opt for the mechanical engineering subject. Okay, I hope you know about what civil services. Correct?
There we should draw, sir, this one all.
Yeah, the conventional paper is there in which you have to take the subject, and if you opt for the mechanical engineering, this question, the cam profile question, it will come there for minimum 30 to 35 marks. It has come. If you want, we can have a discussion of that question also, and it would be a
Yes,
question
sir, we'll have.
and it would be a question of offset follower only. Okay, so this type of question you'll get. Correct. And epicyclic gear trend also you will get one question of 15 to 20 marks in civil service examination, conventional paper, not objective, conventional paper. Okay. Is it clear now, Sahan?
When college will start, sir?
When college will